Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's
Hello.
audible. Okay.
Now it's coming clear.
Yes. Tell me about yourself. No.
Okay. First, thank you for the opportunity. That there is randomly I fill the link on a YouTube video. So I think that maybe most of the students fill that link. So I thought my chance will came after 2 3 weeks or something. So thank you for this for selecting me as fast as you can. So let me introduce myself. My name is Mohammad Raza. I am from Aligarh. I have completed my graduation in 2022 from Aligarh Muslim University in Aligarh with a commerce background. Most of the my graduation goes in a COVID, so I don't get that proper knowledge or proper skill that I have to be gained from my graduation to be go further in my commerce field. So after that, after my graduation, I decided to switch my career into IT. So I got a admission in a Newton school. It's a platform. I done the full stack competition course from the Newton School from in 2022 as well in November 2022. After that, after completing the full stack course, I got a internship in Hyderabad. There I done my internship and something and after the internship, I am currently searching for a front-end developer, as the position of the front-end developer job.
Okay. Are you currently
That's
working?
all. No, currently I am not working.
Yeah. Which technology are you skilled?
Okay, basically I am a full stack developer in a MERN, but I like to be the front end. So I would say that I have more skill than as compared to my back end.
Okay. Fine.
So I'm telling about my the technology I work on the front end. So I am React.js developer. Most of the thing I work on React.js and Next.js.
Yes. Okay. So start with React.js. So what is React.js?
Yes, so React.js is a framework library which is built basically on JavaScript, which make the work simple for the state management to working. React.js has its own virtual DOM as compared to other things. In the virtual DOM, it makes easy for rendering the component like all the virtual DOM is working as a way that it only render or it only update the things which is need to be updated. Where you change the code, it's only updated that's all, but the whole page is remain the same. So React.js has its own this main basically this is the main feature of a React.js which makes the UI a little bit simple. Also the component based rendering in a React.js. So it is used for building a front end.
Yeah, good. And what's the difference virtual DOM and real DOM?
Okay, so I would I would say with an example, let's say there is a virtual DOM, there is a real DOM. So in a real DOM, when you updated something and you change the code for let's say you change the picture, okay. So when you refresh the for rendering this single image, the whole DOM is need to be load. But in a virtual DOM, if you virtual DOM has a React.js has a its own virtual DOM. So it's only change the images that part of the images on a screen and replace it with a real DOM. So it's not need to be reload again and again, which is a it's like cost less cost efficient or the time management things.
Yes, good. What is the important features of React.js?
Okay, so there are so many of the features of the React.js, but I would say first is basically a virtual DOM and the state management. There are hooks which manage the states, and there are and there are other steps as well. It's like the fetching data or something, which is makes the work really simple.
Yeah. Explain the React hooks.
React routes. Okay,
React hooks.
so okay, React hooks. Okay, sorry. React hooks. There are many of the React hooks, but I have the experience of only two or three basically. So I work on a user state and a user side most of the time. So React hooks is basically made for the management of the for the state management. Whenever you need to update something, whenever you need to fetching data, whenever you need to uh, make a data pass to the whole components. So it's like the user state. Most of the time, user state works for the state management.
Which are the use mostly React hooks like functional component or class component basically.
Functional.
Functional component. Okay, good. What's the difference between functional component and class component?
No, sorry, I don't know the difference. I know, but right now I'm not to recall it. Function component, I would say function component basically depends on the functions. It's like the function in which the return and all those things. A class-based component, I would say ki extend class or something. No. So, sorry, sir. I don't know the difference. I don't know.
Okay. Functional component is just plain pure functional component to accept props and as argument and returns the React element like JSX. You know JSX?
Yeah.
Class component is
So
required
JavaScript
to
what you wanna-
extend from React. Component create the render function and return the React element. The main difference of class component and functional component.
Okay, thank you, sir.
What is JSX?
Okay, so JSX is a special, again it's a special feature of the React.js, React. It's giving you the power of work as a JavaScript on a React.js. It's like a syntax of a curly braces, whichever you have to write. It's look like same as a HTML, but it's not like an HTML. Give you the power to work the HTML with the JavaScript. Yeah, all those JavaScript you should have to be written in a curly braces. Otherwise, it will give you the error.
Okay. And what are props in React?
Okay, so the props is like it's a short form of the property. It's like if you want to send a data from one component to the other component, you have to pass it through. So it's a prop. Props is now I would say prop is used for basically passing the data from one component to the another component.
Yes. Good. And state means what is the difference between props and state?
Props and state. You can props I would say passing the data, and a state is like managing the data or updating the data something.
Props are the read only and state change the can be asynchronous. Props is allows
Sorry.
pass the data from one component to another component as argument and state hold the information about component. So difference and
Okay.
props is a stateless component, stateless. And,
Stateless component. Okay.
yes. Okay. You know lazy loading in React?
Lazy loading, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So lazy. Okay. Well, lazy loading is like whenever you load the page, okay, and the data is taking time to be rendered on a screen. So it's like we have to put the lazy loading in a user thread, one would say. So it will take time. It's like 2-3 seconds. When you see when you load the page in the middle of the screen, there is a circle around. On a YouTube, most of the time we are seeing it. This is what a lazy loading is, to give the time for the data to be rendered properly. It's a feature as well. It's also better the UI UX.
Okay. And what is the React fragment? Fragment.
React.
Fragment.
Acha, oh sorry. React fragment is like, yeah. In basically in one component there is only a one parent element. So if you take a div and you are again taking another div, so it's like it will give you an error because the React says there is only a one element. So the React framework is a simple way when you put the what is the sign, the greater than or less than sign, and after that the closing greater than less than sign. In between of it you have to write whatever you want to write. It's like these are called the greater than equal to sign is called the React fragments. So,
Yes.
all those code you have to write in the middle of it,
Yes.
so that the parent, okay, so parent element is,
It's allowing to the group list of children without adding the external node. Okay.
I don't get it, sir. Can you repeat this one? This one.
React component by allowing you to group of list of children without adding the extra node. It is the work of React fragment. Means without adding the extra child node like div tag. It's using the only open
Okay, okay.
okay. So what is JavaScript? JavaScript.
What is JavaScript?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact definition, sir, but it's
Okay.
like,
It's okay.
okay, wait. JavaScript is oh, wow. So, sorry, sir. I'm going to just a random question. What is JavaScript? Then,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry, but I know JavaScript, sir, but there is right now I am not able to recall the definition what is JavaScript. It's
JavaScript is a programming language used for the both client side and
yeah,
server
sir,
side.
the JavaScript is a scripting language. JavaScript is a scripting language work on a server side.
Yes, it's object
Sorry,
oriented
it's a
programming language
so randomly
used by
question,
the
sir.
developer to make the web page
Yes, sir.
interactive.
Hmm.
Create a dynamically
It's a random question,
the
sir.
content
I
and
never expect.
okay.
Yes, okay. I never expect that kind of question what is JavaScript, sir.
Okay. It's
But
okay.
yeah, I have to check that more.
So difference between double equal to and triple equal to.
Okay, so the difference between the double equal to and triple equal to is a it's a JavaScript thing. When you put the double equal to, it's like Raza is equal. If I put the string in a Raza and put a double equal to and put a Raza, so it will say true. It means like it is only comparing the string to the string, not its data type. When I compare it simple number to the its thing to the string and put a triple equal to in between, it will give it the false because it is now comparing the data type as well as its whatever
the type of the data. So triple equal to is the strict check, and double equal to is like the normal simple check.
Yes. And explain the hosting in JavaScript. Hello?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
that my internet connection.
Yes, audible, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Explain hosting in JavaScript. Hosting in JavaScript.
Explain what's hosting in JavaScript. Okay, so hosting in JavaScript is like then you write some of line of the code at the bottom of it. It's need to be run to the top of it. So it's like no, in the hosting the JavaScript runs line by line. So uh,
And
I am not getting proper idea of it. The hosting.
what is the new feature in ES6?
ES6 EcoScript.
Xmax.
I think callback function. Callback function introduced in ES6.
Yes. And
And
let const
yeah, let and const. Okay, yeah,
spread,
let and const introduced.
spread operator,
Yes, sir. Spread operator.
destructing
Host routing.
rest operator,
Okay, rest of it. Okay.
ternary. No, sorry, template literal. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
what is difference between
Yes, sir.
let, where, and const?
Okay, so let is a. I know the difference. Okay, first I have to tell you the difference between the where and const. Const is a blocked scope or a functional scope is only we access on its a block level. If you are or it cannot be redeclared, or if you write something that const name is equal to something and you are again doing the const name is equal to something, but it will give you an error because the const is declared only once with a single the same name, the same variable name. But in a where you have to you can declare a same name with another, but it will update the value of it. It's a not it's also a functional scope and a functional scope, but sorry, blocked scope. But the let is a global scope. So in the previous version, we are in the previous ES before ES6, most of the times we use the let. So it's a little bit difficult to manage the variables and the values which are storing in it. But after ES6, most of the time we have to use the where or const. It's a
Okay. So basically, where scope is a global scope, and let and const is a block scope, and where
Block scope.
variable updated and redeclare it the same scope, and let variable it's updated but cannot be redeclared in the same scope. It's a difference, and const is a neither be updated or redeclare in any scope.
not
Yes. And it can be where variable it can be accessed without initialization, as its default value for undefined, and let variable it cannot be accessed without initialization, otherwise it will be give the reference error. So, and
sure.
const variable it can be accessed without initialization, as it cannot be redeclared without. initialization. Okay, got it.
Got it.
Okay. What is sorry? Explain the this keyword.
This keyword refers to access the variables on a data which is just before it is declared. If it's like I would
Yes, access
say
for the
in a
current object.
function there is yes access.
And higher order function.
Higher order function.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I can say I think it is the function inside the function, and which is the top level function is a higher order function, the function which is declared on the top, something like it.
The basically a higher order function is a function that takes one or more function as an argument, or return the function as its result. There are several different types of higher order function like map and reduce.
Okay.
Yes. HTML, CSS.
Of course.
So, what is HTML?
HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is designed to, it is used for design the structure of any website. So there are several things, navbars, header, and all those things. But the main work of the HTML is to design your web page, and CSS is used for the styling all those things. So you structuring your website, and CSS is like designing your website.
Okay. And why are used HTML5 in doc type? HTML.
Doc type. So doc type is like it is saying you that which type of HTML that you are using. I mean which version you are using. You are asking that now. What is doc type? I didn't get the proper question, sir.
Means why are used HTML5 in doc type? Before before HTML5 are not used doc type, but after the HTML5 version are used doc type tag are used. So why?
Because you can get the idea which type of HTML version we are using, or it make more reliable or the less efficient something. I don't know properly why we are using.
Basically doc type declaration is used to the specify the type and version of HTML document. It is the part of HTML document structure and should be include the very beginning of the document before the HTML tag.
Okay.
The declaration is not the use, so it is the directive the inform the web browser about the version of HTML begin use.
Yeah.
What is different type of list in HTML?
Different type of what?
List.
Oh, list. It's a order list, unordered list, and there are two type of lists, I guess. Order list and unordered list.
Unordered list.
Yeah.
Yes. And what is the difference between ID attribute and class?
What is the difference between
ID
IT?
attribute and class attribute.
ID attribute and a plus attribute?
Class.
Class, sorry. So ID should be the unique, but class is like you can give the many more classes as you want to its element, but the ID should be the unique. When you are targeting something unique, which is need to be some different styling, so we have to put the in the ID.
Okay. What are the semantic element and non-semantic element?
I don't know.
Okay. How to include CSS in the web page, and how many type of including CSS in web page?
Okay, so there are three ways that you can including the CSS in your web page. First, the first and most important way is most authentic way is to link your style sheet to the in HTML. It's like link at href to link your style sheet or the file name you given your CSS. Whatever the name of the file you give your CSS file, you have to just link there. This is the first way, which is the most good way to link your CSS to the web page. Second is you are do the inline styling to the element. Put the tag like style equal to, and then in a set the two you are ready to give your styles. And the second third way is like to declare the style in a style tag at the top at the below the head and below and between the body, and there you can give the style and you can pass it to the and pass the class name or an ID name to its the element where whatever the style that you are wants to do. So there are three ways to do the styles.
And which priority first apply?
Inline will apply first.
Yes, right. In specific element, the right the HTML inline style is first priority to apply.
Yes.
Okay. And what is padding and margin?
Okay, the padding margin is like we have to understand the box model for to understand the padding and margin. The margin is like from the outside, the spacing and all, but the padding is inside of it, inside the box. So whenever you want to give the padding of it, so it's like it's giving you the space
and,
or
outside the content
padding.
is padding, inside
Yes.
the border it padding.
Yes.
And outside the border, so margin.
Margin. It's margin.
Yes. And what are the different type of selector?
There are other, I don't know how many types are there, but it's like pseudo selectors and no, I don't know.
Selector is basically element selector, class selector,
Yes,
ID selector,
ID selector and element selector. Okay,
descendant selector, child
Hmm.
selector, adjacent selector. Okay. And
Okay.
what is difference display none and visibility hidden?
Okay, so display learn. Let's say I will give let's take an example. In a p tag, I will give the style of the display learn. So it's like it is not there, but I would say it is not rendering on a web page. Also, the element should be not there. But when I do the visibility none, the element will be there, but it will be not be hidden. The element will take its own spacing and all those things. Whatever you give the style in the style, and you do the visibility none, it will not be visible. But you give the display none, all those styles and all those parts will not be rendering there. So you are not taking its space and all.
Okay. Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, audible.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
So the output is the name, the yes.
what is output?
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Okay, let's name the console.page.
Okay. It would be same, na, sir.
Yes, you can.
But maybe there is a space.
You can run your
Hello?
PC, share your screen, and you can run your PC.
Okay. It's same, na, sir. This same output, na,
Yes, yes,
and output would be the name Muhammad. Alias,
same,
hello,
yeah.
am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes, yes, yes, sir. Yeah, output will be the same name, na, Muhammad.
yes, and
Whatever you are.
same, correct. 1 minute. And then
Nah, it will give you an error because you cannot give the one in front of it. You can give the name afterward. Name one you can say it, but one name is not. It will give you an error. You cannot declare it like this.
yes,
No, $1 will not be in front of it. You cannot write it. After that, you can
you can try
the
it.
declare. You have to declare the name.
You can try it. Why error?
Okay.
Your console.
My console. Syntax error, invalid or unaffected token.
Yes.
It's syntax error.
Reverse of it. Okay. We use array dot reverse to reverse all those arrays.
Yes, yes. Write the code. Open your.
But I did it, sir, here. Array dot reverse.
Yes, it is
Hello?
the inbuilt function. Please check in your chat box and can stop here. Share your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, Mohammed.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Which, okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you.